Namaste programs, welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator, and the Rove continues with another new bush trip from the Eastern European update, the Carpathians journey. It's from Holíč, Airport Holíč to Snina, and leg one is from Holíč to Žilina. Let's go. Okay, programs, let's go. I didn't even look at what kind of plane we're in. But we're in one of these ones, and we're back to the normal kind of bush trip where you don't have to turn everything on. I kind of like that with the last bush trip, especially, you know, turning everything off as well. But anyway, maybe that's not doable. Maybe it's a different person who made this bush trip. Who knows? I don't think I've ever flown this plane before. I don't even know what it is. So let's go. I assume seems to be quite similar. We got gear? We do. Wow. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Fair enough. We want 88 degrees for 652. These flaps up. All right. So I should have maybe gotten to 80 knots before taking off. Does it have gear? It doesn't. It's basically a glorified Cessna 152. I did fly another kind of aeroplane back in my day that wasn't a Cessna, but I don't remember the brand. Anyway, we're off to Żurawscy. After lifting off from Holíč Airport, set a course to the east and fly into the foothills of the White Carpathians. Located on the western end of the Greater Carpathian chain, the White Carpathians are located along the border of Slovakia and the Czech Republic. Much of the White Carpathians are protected by the White Carpathians Protected Landscape Area, and include forests of beech and ash trees, and animals such as the Eurasian eagle owl, the Eurasian lynx, and the European wildcat. Pass by the peaks that rise to altitudes of nearly 2,000 feet above sea level, and gain a visual on the town of Żurawscy, which lies along Highway 500 at its intersection with a number of smaller roads. The town is a centre for mountain tourism in the area. And as always, we're going to speed up between waypoints. But because this is the first one, I'll be reading out the description of the bush trip during the speed ups. I hope you enjoy that. The Carpathians are a 900-mile-long chain of mountains that sweep across Central Europe in a broad, elegant arc from the Czech Republic at their northwestern extremity to Serbia at their southern anchor. They are the third longest range of peaks in Europe after the Urals and the Scandies, which are the Scandinavian mountains, and they are the second most extensive mountain region in area after the Alps. Although not as high or as well known as the Alps, they rank alongside them among the world's most beautiful peaks. There we are, triumphant arrival at Vrbovice, perhaps the hometown of Vlad, was it the Carpathian? No, Vigo the Carpathian from Ghostbusters 2. That's the only time I've ever heard the word Carpathians, to be honest. Well, maybe not, but that's what comes to mind. 93 degrees for 225, reset our clock. The Myjava River. Continue to the east, gaining a visual on the town of Myjava. Fly over the Myjava River just north of the town of Myjava. The river flows through varying small ranges of the Western Carpathians, including the White Carpathians and the Myjava Hills, south of the town of Myjava. Wow, that is, including the title, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mentions of the town Myjava. The chain, generally divided into the Western Carpathians, the Eastern Carpathians, and the Southern Carpathians, comprises a number of smaller ranges throughout its expanse. The peaks are geologically and topographically diverse, ranging from gentle hills to sheer cliff faces. The Carpathians reach their highest altitudes in the Tatra Mountains of Slovakia, which are renowned as some of the most dramatic peaks found throughout the globe. Apart from natural features, the Carpathians are home to a large number of cities and towns throughout their extent. Okay, I didn't see it on the Google map, but we must have passed it. The purple arrow has moved us on. We are now off to 95 degrees for 5 minutes 9 seconds. Nove Mesto nad Váhom. Adjust course slightly to the south and gain a visual on the town of Stara Tura. Fly just to the north of Stara Tura and sight the town of Nove Mesto nad Váhom. The town lies along the Var River at the northern periphery of the Danubian Hills. which are the northeastern extremity of the Danubian lowland. The Var River is a tributary of the Danube that begins its course in the High Tatra Mountains, the highest section of the Carpathians. The area of Nove Mesto nad Váhom has a long, rich history that stretches to prehistoric times. Archaeologists have discovered numerous artifacts dating to the Stone and Bronze Ages in the area. This bush trip brings aviators into the most dramatic of the Carpathians. Beginning near their northwestern end, the journey winds through the peaks and valleys of the Western Carpathians and then visits the highest peaks of the chain in the High Tatras. The journey then continues into its final legs in the Eastern Carpathians. It's 480 kilometers, 2 hours, 25 minutes in total, 4 legs. This is it, pretty big town. We've got a little racetrack there. We've got, is it photogrammetry? Don't think so, but, you know, looking pretty good. Looking pretty, you know, none of these large extra buildings that, well, except for maybe just air over the right, that are probably a bunch of buildings, but it's, the algorithm has made it into one big one. We now want 39 degrees for 6 minutes, 3 seconds. We're off to Trenčín. Turn onto a northeast heading over Nove Mesto nad Váhom and follow the course of the Var River up the Var Valley. This section of the flight provides spectacular vistas and of a number of small ranges of the Carpathians, including the Little Carpathians, the White Carpathians, the Strazov Mountains and the Maple Mountains. Trenčín is one of Slovakia's largest cities and is a popular destination for mountain tourists. It is known for the Trenčín Castle, which stands above the city on top of the mountain. It was built during the age of the Roman Empire and was the residence of Matthew III Szák, a Hungarian oligarch who was known as the Lord of the Var River and the Tatra Mountains. Alright, this is Trenčín, big city actually. Got some kind of track down there below us. I don't know, for bikes or something? That may be part of a golf course? I don't know, maybe. Is this the castle on the hill over on the right? There's a structure there, but I think it's the algorithms just put something there. Don't know if it's actually the right thing. I'm guessing that's where it would be. This beautiful river. Little bridge. Nice place. I'll give it 8 out of 10. Would fly over it virtually again. Possibly. Maybe. Probably not. There's a whole world to look at. So much world. Football field over there. That's good to see. Right, here we go. 48 degrees for 3:38. Dubnica nad Váhom. Continue following the Var River to the town of Dubnica nad Váhom. Will do. Well, this is it. Dubnica nad Váhom. I guess it means Dubnica on the Váhom River. There's Nova Dubnica next door. They're both basically suburbs of Trenčín. But yeah, so Nova Dubnica almost certainly means New Dubnica. Would it not? Big field below us there. What's going on there? What's that all about? Factories maybe? There we go, 30 degrees for 7 minutes and 5 seconds. The Nosice Reservoir, I'm not sure how you say the CEs. Nosice Reservoir? Yeah, keep following the course of the Var River to the Nosice Reservoir, formed by the Nosice Dam along the river's path. The dam was completed in 1957 and was built for flood control and hydroelectric generation. Well, this must be the reservoir here. Nozice Reservoir. Nozice. I don't know how you say the CEs. As I keep saying. I'll tell you what, this plane's quite weird. It feels so draggy. I try to keep it at like 120, but I can't find the right trim for that. I feel like we should be doing 140. I couldn't find the right trim for that. It just feels like, you know, planes, if you've got your gear down, when it's not designed to have your gear down, but this plane's got the gear down permanently. And yet it just feels so draggy. It's like it should just be going a little bit faster. We've got a cute little town here. Udica, apparently, according to Google. There we go. 55 degrees for 524 now. Zilina. Continue following the Var River from Nozice Reservoir and gain a visual on the village of Dolný Hričov, located just to the southeast of the river. Land at Zilina Airport, an international airport just to the west of Dolný Hričov. Alright, here we are, programs at Dolný Hričov. A whole bunch of towns here. It's all those suburbs of a place called Bitka. There's also Horny Hričov, so I'll leave the jokes to you. Bitsa, maybe. Bitsa. Not a huge town, but it's the one with the largest name in the... Oh, is it really? Actually, maybe not. They've all got basically the same size names on Google, so... Budatinsky, Kotisova, Zveldenik, just town after town here. So I guess Dolný Hričov is the closest one. Don't know what speed we're supposed to land at, probably 70 or 80. So we're doing alright for now. Get to the runway and then slow it right down. And hope it's easy to land this. I don't think I've had this plane before. If I have, I've totally forgotten. It flies like a brick shithouse, let me tell you. It just feels heavy and slow and sluggish. And with lots of drag. I feel like maybe something I've done is wrong, but who knows? There wasn't anything to do. It was all set up for me already. Let's see how she lands. Quite nicely, actually. Fair enough, I'll allow that. And I assume it's the normal bush trip thing where it will automatically end once we run out of go forward momentum. It's true, there we are. Look at that, leg one of the Carpathians journey bush trip complete. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching, thank you for existing. Au revoir, goodbye.